In a city of fog and neon, he chases the memory of the girl who disappeared forever. The city smelled of wet asphalt and iron. Rain had passed hours ago, but the streets still gleamed, slick and indifferent. Neon reflections fractured in puddles, a kaleidoscope of pale light on dark stone. I walked alone, the echo of my boots swallowed by the emptiness, my guitar case slung carelessly over my shoulder. Helena had vanished nearly a year ago. Not in the way people vanish in movies or novels. She didn't leave a note, didn't shout, didn't scream. She had simply disappeared, like smoke slipping through fingers. One morning, she was there, and the next, she wasn't. I never knew if she had left the city, the country, or the world entirely. All I had were fragments, her laugh caught in a recording we had made on my old acoustic, the scent of her perfume lingering in my jacket, the memory of her gaze, brilliant, alive, like sunlight trapped behind glass. The streets were empty, except for me. The neon signs hummed softly. Somewhere, a subway train roared beneath the surface, a muted thrum like a heartbeat. I felt it in my chest and for a moment thought I could hear her, Helena, laughing somewhere in that subterranean pulse. Music had always been our language. I remembered the nights we spent in her small apartment, the dim light of the lamp painting gold across her hair, our voices entwined in a song that never seemed to end. Acoustic strings and harmonica notes, gentle but insistent, capturing everything we were afraid to say out loud. Since she left, every note I played felt hollow. My fingers moved across the strings out of habit, but the songs had lost their meaning. Every chord reminded me of absence, every harmony of what had been stolen from me, from us. I wandered into a small cafe along the river, one I discovered during a night spent searching for her. Steam rose from my coffee cup, twisting into the cold air. A young violinist played in the corner, melancholy seeping into the melody. I listened and realized that the music was not comforting. It was accusing me. Every note was Helena's voice, reminding me of her departure, my failure to keep her, my inability to understand why she left. I walked the bridges, the narrow streets, the quiet parks where we had once sat, laughing at nothing. I traced her footprints in my memory, but the city refused to remember her. Only I did. Sometimes I imagined her behind a window, half hidden by curtains, watching me as I walked, searching, hoping. Sometimes, I felt her hand brush mine, soft and warm, and then, nothing. A hollow air where her presence had been. I wrote her name, Helena, in the margins of my notebook, in the spaces between songs. Each letter was an invocation, a silent plea that she might somehow hear me, somewhere, somewhen. But she never did. One night, I returned to the apartment we had shared. The landlord had rented it to someone new, but the place smelled faintly of her. Perfume mixed with the cold scent of plaster, sunlight leaking through curtains she had once drawn. I opened a drawer, almost without thought, and found a folded note, yellowed at the edges. My heart leapt. But when I read it, the handwriting was not hers. The note said simply, "Some people belong to the wind, not the walls. Let her go, or you will lose yourself." I realized then that Helena had not just left me, she had left the city, left our lives intertwined, left me with the ghost of everything we had been. The months passed. I drifted through the city as if submerged in water, each day a murmur of my own voice, each night a reminder that she had vanished. Friends tried to reach me, but I did not answer. Music no longer brought solace, it was an echo chamber of memory,